What's up, everyone? We're back here at Busch Gardens. It's another Friday, and we actually just saw an empty train on Cheetah Hunt running. But it is December 17th, and according to the scheduled maintenance, it's still supposed to be closed today. So chances are they're just running some test runs. And if you look right behind us, they're redecorating.
The repainting, not redecorating.
Well, remodeling. So let's go in and have some fun. And don't forget to hit that red button. If you see a red button down there that says subscribe, hit it. If you notice, there's a little bit more efficient entrance. So, should be pretty good. So, according to our good friend Willie over there at Guest Relations, they are still working on Cheetah Hunt, and officially, yes, it is not supposed to open until tomorrow, because according to their website and everything, says till December 17th, which means that yes, it's still closed today. So yeah, we will probably be catching some test runs and seeing what happens. I know we just saw one, didn't catch it, but let me turn the camera around so you can see the wonderful paint job. Oh my God, she's beautiful. Okay. There we are, guys. Yeah. Beautiful colors. Now, there were debates whether or not to stick those banners back up there. So, we'll see. Look at that. Yep. Look. Yep. There she goes. But yes, she is all empty. So we caught one. That's the second test run we saw today. Let's just hang out here and see if we can catch another one.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? Do you think They should put the banners back up there. Well, it's gonna be hard walking backwards. Well, currently, Cobra's Curse is not operating.
And 1-2 is down too. Wow.
Delayed open, so they'll be open later. They're not functional the whole day.
Oh, okay. They'll open later today.
So, alright, so Montu is on a delayed open, which is normal. They don't usually open it right at rope drop. They usually open up at 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish for Montu.
They don't look it up until later on. They don't know when. They're down too.
Okay, well, currently I see the elevator lift moving, and there is an actual guy up there. On the left side one. I always wondered about rides like that to have a weird lift.
Yeah, but how long? I mean, give me a break.
Apparently there is an issue where the track is not meeting up properly. Like I said, weird lift. Crazy stuff. Oh, and there goes a whole bunch of birds. Let's go check out the edge of Africa. Yeah, moving right along here. There is a possibility they will open up Cobra's Curse a little bit later on today, but they are currently working on it, and it is on a delayed opening. And there's somebody over there. Looks like they're doing something over there with Montu. Interesting things going on at the park today. And yeah, I should stick to my day job. We are coming up to the edge of Africa. It would be nice to know if Falcon's Fury is running today. Oh, look at this. Right up close here. Couple of zebras.
Guys, look at the animals. They're closer now. Whoa! Look how big those zebra are. That's pretty cool.
And there's a duck.
There's a bunch of ducks up there.
Huh.
And a bunch of ducks down here closer to the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right by that rock, there's an ostrich.
Wouldn't that be funny if it came all the way to the water and just sat in there and just played in the water?
Hmm. Okay, guys. Wow. A whole mess load of ducks just sitting there in the shade. Could that be? Maybe. It's a smaller giraffe, so it could be one of the babies. There we go. There's one. Probably. Hi, fella. You going in a hole? Or not? Hello. Hi.
It's only warm out here.
The others are hiding. Hi there. Good morning.
Ay, ¿cómo se llamaba eso? Eso es como el de la película de...
Yeah, it looks like the ostrich moved. See, now one of them and the other one's inside. On to either the lions or the hyenas, depending on how they switched it up this week. And we have the lions here. Yep. Isn't she a beauty?
Pode deixar andando. Não pode. Mira el león, mira. Está viviendo. Preciosa.
You got the hyenas over here. Looks like they're just laying around. Yeah, just hanging out.
It's a hyena.
And there we go. There's Cheetah Hunt and Iron Gwazi in the background. And a nice new paint job. It's been a couple of weeks, so oh, here comes one. Here she comes. She does sound a lot smoother. I wonder if the paint job has anything to do with it. And yeah, that was Falcon's Fury. So we know Falcon's Fury is definitely running. And there is a report that the Sky Ride will be reopening. Yes, folks.
Next year.
Next year. But yes, we will definitely have the Sky Ride reopen. Take a quick peek at the Thompson Gazelles. Hi. Cute creatures. Yes, they are. Hi there.
Why are they following each other? Oh, that one's running.
All right, junkies, we just booked a Penguin Insider Tour. So we're gonna have some fun at about 3:30. We're gonna meet back here at the Serengeti Outpost at 3:15. You're always asked to get here about 15 minutes in advance. And yeah, I think I have ADD because I just saw Cheetah Hunt. Squirrel! So yeah, Cheetah Hunt was distracting me, but yeah, we'll be back here at 3:15 for the Penguin Insider Tour. Should be interesting. Might have a chance to see the 3 new babies. 3 new chicks. Yep.
Join us every Saturday night and each night between December 26th and January 1st at 9 p.m. for Holiday in the Sky.
We have the train coming by.
Sponsored by Bad Boy Boards. In addition, there'll be a special New Year's Eve fireworks performance at midnight on December 31st.
And just for those who have been following, there is no new info here on Project Jethro. It is still, well, we'll probably find more out when they open it up, or when they open up the Sky Ride. Just about ready to come down, I think. Yeah, there it and up and away. Big see, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright. There goes Shikra. And there goes Tigress. Oh, Shikra has people on it. And Tigress has people on it. Log Flume has people on it. Yeah. The only thing that isn't open is the Congo River Rapids, down to annual maintenance.
Yeah. You gotta do that right over there.
Yep. And we can't forget the title, whatever that thing is called. I forgot what it was called.
That was a little scary, but it was still fun.
I told him to fall out of my
And another wonderful ride. Or as Obi-Wan would say, another happy landing. Oh. Okay. So Tiger Trails is closed. And as I mentioned earlier, Congo River Rapids is closed due to annual maintenance. That noise you hear in the background is, yep, Boomba. And we can't forget this little gem back here, Wild Surge. It looks like they have additional seating over here for Chick-fil-A. So this is Wild Surge. There we go. Whoa. Ah!
Oh, this is not good after eating lunch. Oh, this sucks.
Whee!
I'm gonna lose my lunch.
And that's Wild Surge. Not good to eat. Not good to eat right before coming on.
There's a tiger over there.
Yeah, did you see it? The Sky Ride will be opening summer of 2022. Quite a ways away. Question is, what are they going to do with the gondolas? I've seen a lot of questions asked about the gondolas. I don't really think they're going to do anything with the gondolas. They're not going to enclose them. I highly doubt they're going to enclose them. And I highly doubt they're going to do anything really major with them. Maybe refresh them with some paint. There we go.
They were waiting for them to get up there. Do you have anybody behind us?
No,
Oh, okay. Just us?
just us.
Sit upright, hold on tight, and brace for a sudden slowdown at the bottom of the hill. Por favor, siéntense correctamente y déjense
Splish splash, we were taking a bath. Oh, my leg is cold and wet.
That I did not expect.
Oh, dang. A little bit of extra way to get wet. That'll be more interesting when the nighttime arrives. Sunsets.
Yeah, but we won't be wet when it gets dark.
Yeah.
Please sit upright, hold on tight, and brace for a sudden. Thank you. Por favor, siéntense correctamente y sujétense el suelo para una caída repentina que se detendrá en el fondo de la columna. Gracias.
Now the people underneath us will get wet too.
Yep.
That's just so.
Just a little bit. Alright, you need a towel.
Hey everyone, we're on our way to go see the tuxedo birds with our guide Phil. I'm gonna pass the tortoises and see if Jim and Bubba are up to, but I think they're hiding. I don't think I've seen them all day today. Yeah, nope. Bubba and Jim are gone. They're hiding. Oh, yeah, they're way back there.
Way back in
He's inside.
Have y'all done this tour?
The tortoise?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, did it with Billy.
It's one of my favorite ones. The guests get to spend the whole 30 minutes hands on the
Yeah.
rubbing the shell.
I'm gonna follow Phil here. Yep. Watch the hole. Ooh.
Feeding time, everybody's inside.
Everybody's inside.
Every time I get
Ah, I thought we were gonna go through the other gate, but I guess we're gonna go through this way. Aha.
private it.
And you can park your velocity right here in the corner.
Thank you so much. It was good seeing you guys. Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey guys, doing?
Good.
Alright guys, well my name is Jason. I'm one of the keepers here that takes care of the African penguins. So welcome to our penguin habitat. So basically I'm just going to go over a few things with you guys first before we get started. So basically what's going to happen, first we're going to move over to our little yard over here, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about our penguins that we have here at Busch Gardens, what's happening with them here at the park, answer any of your questions and stuff you might have. After that, Phil's going to talk to you guys a little bit about conservation and what's happening with the African penguins in the wild. And then we'll get to our third part of our tour, which will be our close encounter. I have Turk for you guys today. So Turk actually loves this part of the tour. So we always say it's up to the animal whether they're okay with the touching and stuff, but this is, like I mentioned, his favorite part, so it probably will not be a problem. It's like his personal massage time, you guys will see.
Oh.
So yeah. So he does love it, so I'm sure you guys will probably get a chance to touch. Like
You're
she's
welcome
doing there,
to
you guys
unburden
will
yourself, put anything on the benches you don't want to carry around with you.
That's totally fine. You guys can also obviously take video, photos, wherever you guys want back here is totally fine. And so real quick before we move over to the yard, I do like to take advantage of the sign right here. So these are African penguins. So this is the area they're found at the very southern tip of Africa. So that's where these guys are located. They are an endangered species, so we are very proud to be part of helping these guys out, and we're going to go into all that here shortly during the tour.
Is that a cold water that they're in, or do they get
It does stay cold down there. The water's cold. The actual weather conditions are warmer.
But I can imagine they get a lot of cold water coming from the Arctic. Yeah.
So before you move over to the yard too, if Turk does happen to come over to you guys, I'm asking you guys not to reach over and try to pet him. And then just be aware, don't get your face real close to the mesh or anything either, or hands and stuff. So these guys are a lot like cats and stuff. They get very curious, and so they will explore with their mouths and stuff. So I just don't want anybody accidentally getting bit. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
You guys can stand anywhere you want right up to the fence here. I'm just going to step inside and then I'll talk to you guys about our fence. Alright guys. First off, I'll start off by introducing you to Turk here. So Turk is one of 22 penguins that we take care of here at Busch Gardens. You can recognize Turk by his very fashionable ID bracelet he has there on his right wing. So Turk has a little purple on there and stuff, so that is his kind of like his identification bracelet. Now, I can't tell who's who apart just by looking at them. You can actually tell by patterns, their behavior, that kind of thing too. So all these guys have very strong, unique personalities, so you can tell that way also. The spots on their chest, just like with zebras, are our fingerprints. The spots are actually unique to every individual penguin. So that's actually a tool that's used in the wild. We'll use that sometimes too here at zoos and stuff also. But just to make sure we keep everybody straight, we have the ID bracelets as well. The ID bracelets actually make it easy for us to also observe our penguins from a distance as well. It's very easy to see. These guys do interact with us a lot. We're part of like the group and stuff, so sometimes we want to be able to stand back a little bit where they don't see us. We can kind of see how everybody's getting along, maybe try to tell if somebody's not feeling well. So it's just a good tool for us to be able to see what's happening with our different penguins and how they're maybe interacting with each other. So that's why we have the nice bright colors and stuff. So we were talking about that earlier. You asked me about where they're from and the water temperature and stuff. So probably one of the things I get the biggest kick out of is every time I walk by the penguin habitat, I see people all the time walking by and they see our penguins in an outside habitat. And most people always ask and scratch their heads and like, why are there penguins in an outside habitat? Most people think of penguins, they think of snow, they think cold, they think ice. But most species are actually found in warm climates. There's only a few that can stay down in Antarctica. They're also all found in the southern hemisphere. They're only found up in the North Pole, penguin pole. So all the southern hemisphere. A few of their cousins are found in Antarctica where the snow and ice is. But most of these guys are found in warmer climates like South Africa, Australia, South America, so much warmer areas. So since they are from South Africa, the weather conditions are relatively similar to what we have here in Florida. So we're actually able to have that outside habitat. However, you brought up a good point. He was mentioning the water. The water actually does stay quite cold where they're found. So what we do is we want to give them everything that they need and more, nice and comfortable. So we actually chill the water here as well. So the water temperature down here is going to be anywhere from like the 50s up to the 60s. So we actually keep our pool temperature here 6 weeks year round. Nice and comfortable. Penguins will actually use water to kind of help them thermoregulate, so they're trying to balance out and find a nice optimal temperature. They will move in and out of the water. A lot of things kind of like what we would as well. They'll use shade, they'll use water, just like we do to kind of help balance out the temperature. Their feathers play an important role in that as well. If you take a look at Turk here, he is an adult. So he has those adult feathers. If you look at the front of them right there, you see all the white, mostly white on the front. And on the back, he has a lot of black feathers. That actually has a couple of really cool roles. One of those roles is it actually helps them to balance out temperature also. It's what we call counter shading. Watch penguins, watch their purpose for the water shading. Another purpose that actually serves is actually camouflage. So these guys have kind of that right in that middle where they're the predator and the prey. So they're going to be found in the water. They're going to eat a lot of fish, protect all kinds of sardines, things like that. So the camouflage comes in very handy. Helps them blend into the water. Again, if you think about the water, if I was standing on a dock, I look down into the water, and it's kind of deep water. You look down, it's real dark, right? So if you were to look down, there's a penguin down there, and I look down, he's under the water swimming. I look at him, all those dark feathers help him to blend into that dark background. If you're underneath Turk here, you look up, he has the white feathers. If you ever dive down the water, you look up, the sun's hitting the water, it's actually very light. So when you look up from the bottom, looking up at him, he would blend in as well. So that helps him catching his prey, like his fish and stuff, and also helps him evade things like seals and sharks and stuff that might eat them, or even killer whales that might try to eat the penguins as well. So that kind of helps with that also. No. So what he's doing is he's listening for attention. So he's trying to get my attention right now. So he's kind of that's what he's doing. He just wants me to pay attention. Right, little man? I know. So the honking and the head shaking and stuff will do that to each other as well. And just listening for like affection and attention and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he's actually kind of becoming like almost like a little domestic. Yeah. Yeah.
The dark under inside of his eyes, they all have that?
Yeah, so that as they change, like with the babies, they'll look a little different. Like they might have a lot of that fuzz and stuff right there. We can't see it, but as they mature, that patch above the eye and that feather and the color and stuff becomes more prominent. Kind of stands out more, and that helps them with regular light as well. So all on the eyes, it could, yeah, it'll help with that as well, so with vision and stuff. Yeah, good point. But one of the main purposes, like you see the pink and stuff along the top right there, the biggest role it has is temperature. So if they get a little warm and stuff, blood flow will actually increase that area. There's no feathers right there. The air moves across it, that's actually temperature, and it'll help bring that temperature back down. So they actually, when they check the penguins with the, I always butcher it, thermographic camera, that's the best way I can think to describe it. I'm sure it has some fancy names. But when they do that, they found that there's a lot of heat exchange around the eyes, around the wings, and the feet. So those are the parts of the body where they mostly don't see like this heat exchange. And yes, there you go. Sounds good. I remember that.
That's bad?
No, just it brings the blood flow closer. So it's actually right at the surface. And when the air moves across, it kind of helps to bring that back down. Yes.
Do you have a second set of eyes?
He does. So that was a good observation. So if you take a look at Turk right there, he mentioned the eyelids. So the penguins have a working upper and lower eyelids, like these nine. They also have a third working eyelid, called a indicating membrane.
Kind of clear almost. So you use that underwater.
Yeah, they can use it underwater. They can use it to voice the as well. So a lot of birds and reptiles have that working eyelid. So they will use that a lot to kind of help them with the eyes. Do you guys have any other questions? I'm sorry? No, they do that on their own. So that's a natural behavior.
Oh, the head, yeah.
Yeah, the shaking and the honking and stuff. Again, that's them like wanting attention and
So
stuff.
that you teach them a handshake.
That would be really cool. I did not know. Yeah, that would be really cool. But yeah, he does his own. You guys will see when I pick him up, he gets like really excited. So I pick him up, he'll start flapping his wings. So he does that when I pick him up. Yeah. Yeah, he's watching. They just come out. He's like, what are they doing?
As exciting as a tour. Taking out the trash.
You guys have any other questions before I turn you guys over to Phil? Okay, nice. So Phil's going to talk to you guys a little bit about conservation. I'm going to get ready for the third part of your tour.
Southern tip of Africa, they're down to less than 50,000 these days. That's about a 95% population loss over the last 120 years. And that's all because of human disruptions and impacts on their habitat. The big problem for them is overfishing. The first thing fishermen that overfish the fish stocks that the penguins depend on for food. And as well, due to global warming, the waters right off the coast of South Africa have warmed significantly, and that's caused the remaining fish stocks to move further off the coast to the east, so the penguins have further to travel to get to their source of food. That particularly affects them on the nest. The male and the female. Yeah, I hear you. He says, hurry up and get this over with so we can get the good part of this.
Yeah.
Too long, Phil. It affects the male and the female share the nesting duties. One's out foraging for something to eat while the other one's tending the nest. The one that's out foraging for something to eat stays gone too long and can't find anything to eat. The one that's on the nest has got a choice. I can sit here and starve, or I can abandon the nest and go find myself something to eat. So you get a lot of abandoned eggs and abandoned chicks. Another big problem for them is pollution. All of the penguin colonies are adjacent to current or planned port facilities, and when the ships come into port, they dump their villages. That pollutes the water. There were major oil spills off the southern coast of Africa in the 1990s and again in the 2000s that oiled a bunch of birds. And despite their Herculean efforts to try and capture the oil birds, bring them back to a facility, clean them up, and release them, and kill a bunch of birds. Third big problem for them is, everybody know what guano is?
Yep.
Bird food.
Yeah.
And over the centuries, the penguins and the seabirds that live on these islands, the guano has built up to a significant depth. And the penguins would, yeah, I hear you. I'm hurrying. I'm doing the best I can, man. Over the centuries, the penguins would excavate burrows into this guano, and that's where they would lay their eggs. Well, guano also makes excellent industrial fertilizer, and over the last 50 years, all that guano got harvested for use as industrial fertilizer, so the penguins have nowhere to lay the eggs. They have to lay them on the bare sand or under the edge of a rock or something like that. So lots of things affecting them. The news is not all bad. There are a number of groups in both South Africa and Namibia that are working with the penguins to try to help them out. The one that we work with is SANCCOB. That's the South African National Foundation for the Conservation of Coastal Birds. Just remember SANCCOB. And they do a lot of good. They work to publicize the plight of the penguins with the South African population. They work and lobby the South African government for things like fishing exclusion zones and so forth to try to help the penguins out. The big thing that they do, though, is they make daily patrols of the nesting areas, looking for abandoned eggs, abandoned chicks. When they find them, they'll take them back to their facility, incubate the eggs, hand raise the chicks, and release them back into the wild. So if it wasn't for SANCCOB and organizations like them, the penguins would be way worse off than what they already are. If I ask you to walk like a penguin, you probably do like this. Penguins have knees. Okay, their posture is actually down like this. They're balanced over their upper legs with their butt hanging down and their head over this way, and they waddle kind of like a duck. So if anybody ever asks you whether penguins have knees, the answer is yes, they do.
They got big ribs.
Yeah. Hi.
That's the way the wings are flippers.
Is like an elbow?
Yep. Yep.
They actually have vertebrae goes down to the tail.
Yeah. And there's a gland up here that secretes oil, and they will throw that over their fur and over their feathers, and that helps them be somewhat waterproof.
Oh.
Well, these are penguin feathers. As Jason probably said, penguins go through a catastrophic bolt once per year. They lose all of their outer feathers. So,
yeah, hold on to that for a second. So that is a penguin right there. And yes, they have knees.
And these are penguin feathers. You're welcome to feel them and have a look. You can even take one if you want to. We have a never-ending supply of penguin feathers here.
They feel just like
our birds.
our cockatiels.
Yeah.
Most birds molt a little bit at a time. They'll lose a few feathers here, lose a few feathers there. Penguins, they lose them all at one time. Once per year, they go through a catastrophic molt. And
all at once, huh?
and what Jason already talked about, they actually have 3 eyelids. They have the top and bottom one like we do. They also have a nictitating membrane that most birds and reptiles have. It comes in from the side, and it works kind of like a built-in pair of swim goggles.
Yep.
Yeah.
In their water, they can close in. It keeps the dirt and junk in the water from getting in their eyes.
Yep.
And that sound they make, it sounds exactly like a donkey braying. And the other name for them is the jackass penguin. I would encourage you when you get home this evening, look up Sandtop's website. It tells a whole bunch about what they do. If you want to make a contribution, they love to have it. If you find yourself in South Africa for 6 months or so, they'd love to have you as a volunteer. We support them through our Busch Gardens SeaWorld Conservation Fund. We've doled out something close to $17 million over the last 10 to 15 years to various conservation groups around the globe. A part of what you pay to get in the park and a part of what you pay for this tour goes into that fund, and we dole it out to conservation groups all over the world.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he'll, when he brings Turk out, I don't know whether he'll probably pick him up, but they're really cute when they walk, and they can move surprisingly fast.
Yeah. I saw when he was walking, Turk was chasing him.
Yep. All right, guys, I think we're about ready for the good part of this. If you will, help yourself to a squirt of hand sanitizer here.
Okay guys, I'm just going to go over a couple things real quick right before I do that. I'm going to bring Turk out. He's going to walk up here. I'm going to place him on the rock. What I'm going to ask from you guys is not try to reach out and try to touch him right away. So when we get to the part where he's ready for it to be touched and stuff, what I'm going to do is I'll present him to you. So I'm going to turn his back to you. So probably go, like with you 3, and then we'll go with you 2 to touch him. You can touch him anywhere on the back is fine. Asking not to reach out and try to touch around the face. And when you guys reach out to touch Turk, you just want to make slow, deliberate motions. These guys, again, are a lot like cats. So anything kind of quick and stuff, they get very excited very easily. So I just don't want anybody to get nipped. Well, all right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
I think he's ready.
He's been ready.
Oh yeah, he's been ready.
Be careful where your feet are. This looks like a rock, but it's not. So make sure you keep your feet on the ground and don't kick the rock while Turk's up here, because it'll disturb him. The other good reason to keep your feet away, they poop about every 6 or 7 minutes, so most likely they're going to poop while he's out on this rock. So if you don't want bird poop all over your shoes, you might want to kind of keep them back a little bit.
He's so cute.
Hi, buddy.
And I'll be happy to take pictures from you for you. I just ask that you hand your camera behind you and not over Turk.
All right. So again, what you were seeing, just like the little wing flapping, the head shaking and stuff, that's just soliciting foods. So I'll go over a couple of cool facts. We actually already talked about the eye, so actually I'm going to talk about his feathers. You guys talk about feathers at all?
A little bit.
A little bit?
They got to feed them in the jar.
Okay.
They know about the catastrophic molt and all that good stuff.
Okay. Did y'all talk about the operation of them or something? Okay, all right, cool. So he knows that was my favorite part. So if you were to look at Turk right here, these guys, if you were to place a quarter anywhere on his body, you're going to have right around 60 feathers underneath that quarter. The amazing thing to me is they actually have the ability to independently control those feathers. So you ever watch penguins at zoos and aquariums and stuff, it's very easy to see this in operation. And what they'll do is they'll actually trap air underneath their feathers, and it helps them with insulation.
I warned you.
Stay warm. So we got about 7 to 8 minutes before this happens again. Here, come here, Chuck. Put him in.
Put your foot down on the ground, if you will. There you go. Thank you.
There we go.
He thinks it's
I
food.
don't know why he keeps zeroing in on your foot there.
Similar color.
Yeah. So they'll actually trap air underneath those feathers, and that helps to insulate them. But when they hunt, they want to be as streamlined as possible in the water, and they want to get rid of all that extra buoyancy and that air that's underneath those feathers. So they actually have the ability to independently raise up their feathers. So if you ever watch them in the water, when they dive down, they'll raise up those feathers, and also you start seeing all these bubbles trailing along their backs, and that's what they're doing, is getting rid of all that excess air to help make themselves a little more streamlined and a little quicker in the water. So I always thought that was kind of a cool, fascinating feature.
Yeah.
So they hold air under the feathers when they jump in the water. Just naturally, there's air in there.
Oh,
So
Turk,
we're-
you're going to be famous.
Oh yeah. You guys ready? So what I'm gonna do, I'll go ahead and kind of turn him towards you guys there first.
Oh.
And as soon as you're ready, we'll just reach out there and pet him on his back.
Camera out. Immortalize you here.
Good boy, Turk.
Oh, he likes that.
Uh-huh. That's what I was telling you, this is his favorite part.
He's so soft.
Very soft.
Oh,
Turk
yeah,
is so
he's
soft.
happy.
He's laying down.
Like that, buddy?
I've actually had him just about go to sleep before.
I'm looking at his expression, and he does look very content right now.
And y'all look up here just for a second. Good job.
Really is softer than I imagined. Kind of had more of a rubbery idea.
Yeah.
Maybe the ones down in Antarctica look
Yeah,
a little more oiled.
It depends on the time and stuff too. So you were talking about the catastrophic molt and all that. So
bless
these
you.
guys, once a year, go through that. The feathers will actually get a little bit rough feeling and stuff too, like
Yeah.
over time. So
Yeah.
if you think about it,
There.
there we go.
Now he's fluffing.
Oh.
Feeling good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what do you think, Turk?
It's like Fluff
Yeah.
Daddy.
There you go.
Say hi to all the YouTubers out there.
All right. Good boy, Turk.
See all the nice
Turk,
pink over
you're
his
such a good
eyes.
boy. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Can we still pet him, or is he?
Well, I'll bring him back around to
No
you
problem.
guys. So I'm gonna turn him around so you guys get a chance to pet him next.
Oh yeah.
He's like, ooh.
Good boy. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me
So
to
he's
take
ready
Go
to
ahead.
reach out
Or are
there.
you good?
Give him just a second here, and hopefully he'll.
Yeah, don't fall off the edge.
Wow. He is like really
You're just too
soft.
excited. All right, little.
He is. He's really happy.
Boy, he's really happy.
Uh,
How long have you guys had him?
we actually hatched and hand raised him here, so he's a little over 9 years old.
Oh,
Wow.
So his name is Turk. Kind of a fun story about him. He actually came down from the Georgia aquarium as a fertile egg, actually. We incubated him here and hatched him out, and he hatched out on Thanksgiving Day 9 years ago. So we named him Turk, so short for,
For turkey.
I love that.
Yeah. You're too much today.
And you recently had 3 new ones too,
Yes.
born here.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have Rosemary, Ash, and Sully. Those are our 3 newest. There we go.
That makes
Good
what?
boy.
10,
Oh.
11,
There we
12
go.
over the last 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
we've had hatched here.
Oh my.
I mean, the eggs actually
That feels
laid
really-
here and hatched.
Oh yeah.
That's a good turn.
Yeah, back when we
feel
we
it
got
right there?
Turk and his brother Barry,
Yeah.
we brought both of them down from Georgia Aquarium as fertile eggs. That's when we started getting involved with the
Says I
African
ordered
penguins.
stone massage, but
Mhm.
I'm done petting him.
I always get a kick out of him when he kind of loafs out like this. You just kind of
Now-
like, hey, good.
Yeah, it's so mellow.
It's time for my massage.
Jeez.
exactly thinking.
They're a little bit rougher on the.
Mm-hmm.
That's so soft. Wow.
Could you
Yeah.
do this with any other of them?
No, so out of the 22 penguins that we have here, I probably have about 4 to 5 right now that actually are comfortable with meeting people, close and personal. They all want to engage and like they enjoy people here watching them. I'm sure you've seen when you walk by the habitat.
Oh,
They get
yeah.
excited, they
Yeah.
come over.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this, there's probably about 4 or 5 that are actually really comfortable with like to meet people. So when we raise them up, we kind of pay attention to, if we feel like they're gonna, want to meet people or get close to people, And yeah, not all of them do. You know, they hatch out and you can kind of tell. You're like, all right, it's a little bit more standoffish. You don't want to
Yeah.
be this close, which is, of course, is totally fine. But we do have a rapport with all of them, though. So when it comes to feeding or, you know, medical care and stuff, they are used to different levels, like how we handle them and stuff. So, but yeah, there's only, like I mentioned, just about 4 or 5.
I think it's about that time almost. Watch your feet.
Yeah.
7-8 minute mark.
Yeah, about that.
How about
Yeah.
Does his beak continue to grow?
Yes, so their beaks are just like our fingernails and stuff, so they do continue to grow. They can actually shape their beaks as well, so they'll actually use like rocks and stuff. They can rub their beaks on the rocks and they kind of shape it. One of our penguins, Scooter, she was kind of a really cool example of that, what they could do with their beaks. She actually created a kind of a sail fin on her nose, which was really interesting looking. It actually made her look kind of like a prehistoric looking penguin. And she kept that for a while, and eventually she just kind of worked it down and went a little bit of a different route. But yeah, so they'll kind of work the beak. All of them pretty much like to work. They'll have like a little hook at the end of their beak.
Yeah, see, it looks like it fits inside his bottom part.
So yeah, it usually, if you'll let me, there we go. Good boy.
Kind
You can kind of see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's like a little.
Just kind of sits in there, and the rest.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Is
yeah,
that for them to attach them to the fish or something?
When they're grabbing their fish, everything about that beak and inside that mouth is about holding on to their fish. So they actually have, like on their tongue and inside the mouth as well. I don't know if he'll let you guys see. I'll try again. Let me open up. You'll see like little, looks like little barbs.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like little barbs, kind of like fish hooks that kind of face in and back.
That helps him pull it
helps
down.
him hold on to that fish. Yeah, it helps him to swallow the fish. You're such a good boy, Turk.
Yeah, good boy.
Yeah,
I can't hold on
They
to
swallow
a
the
fish.
fish whole, and I'm amazed at the size of a fish. You know, bigger than that, and they'll swallow it right down whole.
And I don't know where they put it.
Carry a little stomach or what?
Some of it's on this rock.
Compacted. Yeah, I mean, they have a very fast digestion. So, like we mentioned, they go to the bathroom about every 7 to 8 minutes. So, yeah.
Does their diet consist of anything other than fish?
We've tried other food items just for like enrichment, just kind of change it up a little bit, make it fun for them. They really prefer herring. It's probably their number one. So they pretty much love the fish. We've tried squid and different things just to kind of mix it up a little bit. And nobody was a fan of the squid.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of squid either.
No.
No. But then again, I'm not a fan of herring either.
Yeah, no. You're not a fan of fish.
Shellfish.
Touch again?
Shellfish, yes.
Ready, Jamie?
Can you tell who is who in there when they're swimming around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those bands.
Well, the bands, and then you can kind of tell, like they'll have different. There's like subtle little characteristics that are different about each individual. Sorry, when he gets turned around, he'll like sometimes end up fixating on a finger, on your phone.
Yeah.
You're gonna get excited again.
Yeah, it's just like all our cockatiels. We get a whole bunch that look alike, but they have an attitude.
Oh, really?
Each one of them have their own little attitude, and
Ours are the same way. Yeah, the penguins are very like that. They're just
So soft. Awesome. Fun job, huh?
All right, guys, you got any last questions for Jason?
I don't think so. They told us a lot of great information.
Ready to say goodbye to Mr. Turk here?
Bye, Turk.
Hi, Turk.
bye, Turk.
everybody.
Merry Christmas, Turk.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Oop.
Thank you, Jason.
Looks like he was just about ready to
Take another one.
take another one. Okay, there we go, folks. Behind the scenes. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
Well, that was the penguins, and that was actually quite informative. And just like our cockatiels at home, each penguin has a different characteristic. They do have the little bands on the flippers, where they have different colored bands. But for the most part, yeah, they can probably tell by the way they act. Thank you to Phil and Jason for that wonderful behind-the-scenes Penguin Insider Tour. Preferred parking is packed.
Someone got their head kicked up. Well, there's someone on the ground that jumped over to the half, and someone coming around and put it in. I remember this right.
Oh, you guys can see it. There's a lot of cars down there.
Oh, GoPro. Is that 360?
No. Well, we definitely covered a lot today. And the sun is getting ready to go down. It is about 4, I think it's around 4 o'clock, maybe 4:15. And we're getting ready to head back into Christmastown Village because I definitely want to try one of those chicken donut sandwiches. And we also need to get some more hot cocoa and make it jolly. Yeah, I went ahead and got one. And it is delicious. Finger licking good too. The chicken and the donut. Well, it is nighttime and I am lit up like a Christmas tree, like all the rest of the trees out here. Having a grand old time. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit, yeah, I made my hot cocoa, made it a little jolly, so yeah, I'm a little crazy. But why not? You guys already saw the lights. You can see some more of them. They're pretty, especially right here in Stanleyville. And we're gonna go through the tunnel lights in just a few.
We already signed you up.
We're gonna just take a quick little walk through this since we already took a long walk through it the last video.
Yeah, from Verizon. It moved forward because merged with somebody.
There's a